Hey, it's been a while since I've done Road to the Show. Actually, probably about 15 days. I think my last 15 videos were all spring training videos. You can see that the Blue Jays are acquiring Brock Holt, who's also a second baseman and former All-Star, so it doesn't make me feel so good because I'm a second baseman in this game. But anyway, we're playing the Astros. I'm not going to talk so much about the gameplay in this video. I think I'm going to talk about my 2017 Major League Baseball predictions. I'm going to go over who I think is going to win each division and also how each division plays out 1 through 5, first through last place. And I'll also give you my picks for Cy Young Award, MVP, Comeback Player of the Year, Home Run Leaders, World Series Champion. I'll give you all that stuff. Alright, here we go. I wrote all this down just because I thought it would be interesting to kind of see where I think every team's going to finish preseason and then go back in October and see how close I actually was. I kind of feel like this season is really easy to predict. Let's start with the National League. In the NL East, I've got the Nationals winning the division just because I think their offense is a lot better than the Mets, even though the Mets rotation is very strong. So I've got the Nats in first, I've got the Mets second, I've got the Marlins in third, and I've got the Braves in fourth and the Phillies in fifth. Now, that was a really tough decision. The hardest decision was Braves and Phillies. I think they're both going to be very much improved from last year. You saw how the Braves finished off the season. They knocked the Tigers out of the playoffs. And I went back and forth, but that's how I think the NL East is going to shake out. Nats, Mets, Marlins, Braves, Phillies. In the NL Central, I got to take the Cubs just because they're the defending world champions. They are a powerhouse. We got them in first, winning the division. Now, on paper, I wrote down the Cardinals second, but this was the hardest decision out of every single placement of teams in all the major leagues. And I think I'm going to flip-flop here. I'm going to take the Pirates in second place just because they're the Pirates. That's my team. So, Pirates in second, Cardinals in third, maybe like a game behind the Pirates. And then, again, at the bottom of the division, it was kind of like I didn't really know what to do here. I could have gone either way. So I went Brewers fourth, Reds fifth. So NL Central, I've got Cubs, Pirates, Cardinals, Brewers, Reds. In the NL West, I felt this was pretty easy. I thought the Dodgers were going to just take it, so I put the Dodgers in first. Giants I have second. Giants have a couple good starters. I've got the Rockies in third. I think the Rockies could be a surprise team this year. They could even sneak in and take a wild card spot. And I've got the Diamondbacks in fourth and Padres in fifth. So NL West, I've got Dodgers, Giants, Rockies, D-backs, Padres. Now for your wild card teams, I've got the Mets as the first wild card and the Giants as the second wild card. As much as I really wanted to put the Pirates in there, I just think they're a little bit short right now. That could change. Hopefully the Pirates do squeak in. So that's my NL East. Nationals, Cubs, Dodgers as the division winners with the Mets and Giants as your wild cards. Now in the American League, let's start off with the AL East. This one I think is pretty easy, at least the winner. You got to take the Red Sox in first place with their rotation. They just got Chris Sale. They got Rick Porcello back. They've got Kimbrel at the back end. They've got probably the best outfield in the game on paper. And then after that, it gets a little tricky. I'm going to take the Blue Jays second. I like the Blue Jays rotation. I'm taking the Orioles third. I'm taking the Yankees in fourth and the Rays in fifth. So AL East, I've got Red Sox, Blue Jays, Orioles, Yankees, Rays. By the way, this is the All-Star game. Look at the respect I'm getting. They're batting me sixth. I'm hitting like 720 with 160 some home runs, and they can't even bat me up in the top half of the lineup. So that's kind of interesting to me. But anyway, in the AL Central, I thought this one was really easy to pick. The Indians are going to take the AL Central by probably double digits in games, although the Tigers could be dangerous. I got the Tigers in second. I've got the Royals, who I think are going to probably start tearing it down and rebuilding, in third. And then 4th and 5th was kind of tricky. I put the White Sox in 4th because they do still have some talent with Quintana and Frazier. And then I've got the Twins in 5th. I mean, the White Sox and Twins might be flip-flopped, but I've got Indians, Tigers, Royals, White Sox, Twins. In the AL West, I mean, you can make a case for 3 different teams to win this division. I'm going to take the Astros to go ahead and take the division in first place. The Mariners I've got in second place. I think it's about time the Mariners get back in the playoffs. It's been since 2001 for them. They've got the longest playoff drought in any team in Major League Baseball. I've got the Rangers in 3rd, the Angels in 4th, and the Athletics in 5th. So Astros, Mariners, Rangers, Angels, Athletics for my AL West. For your wild card teams, I've got the Blue Jays taking the first wild card and the Mariners sneaking by and getting back into the playoffs and taking that second wild card. So your division winners for the American League, Red Sox, Indians, Astros, and your wild cards, Blue Jays and Mariners. And for the World Series, your matchup, on paper, in my opinion, I've got the Nationals coming out and winning the National League Championship Series and going to the World Series. And out of your American League, I've got the Indians going back to the World Series. So I've got the Nats and Indians playing each other in the World Series. And I think that the Indians will win the World Series in 6 games. You heard it here first. All right, so that is all my predictions for 2017. I'll give you a couple individual predictions for your Cy Young Award winners. In the American League, I'm going to go ahead and take Chris Sale. I think he'll probably get 20 wins, strike out like 270, 280 batters, and I think he's going to win the American League Cy Young. In your National League, it's really hard to bet against Clayton Kershaw, so I'm taking Kershaw for your NL Cy Young. Now, MVP was kind of interesting. I think the NL MVP this year, I'm taking Anthony Rizzo from the Cubs. Chris Bryant won it last year. I think Anthony Rizzo is probably going to hit you 40-plus dingers this year, and I think he's going to be the MVP in 2017. In the American League, I mean, Mike Trout, of course, is going to be great again, but the Angels, I don't think, are going to really do anything. So I think that with the Red Sox possibly winning the division, I'm going to take Mookie Betts to go ahead and win the AL MVP this year. All right, so for the Rookie of the Year, National League, I'm taking Josh Bell from the Pirates. American League, I wasn't really sure. I guess I'm going to go with Andrew Benintendi from the Red Sox, but that's like 3 Red Sox for awards. So I'm just going to throw out a name here. How about Carson Fulmer from the White Sox, Michael Fulmer's brother? Yeah, I'll take him for the American League Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, I hope it happens. We'll see. How about Manager of the Year? In the NL, I'll take Bud Black from the Rockies. I think they're going to be just a surprise team this year. And American League, A.J. Hinch from the Astros. I think the Astros will win the division. That should get Hinch an American League Manager of the Year award. For your Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew McCutchen from the Pirates. Let's go ahead and put him down. How about he rebounds to hit about 290 with, 28 home runs, 100 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, and play some good defense. And for your American League Comeback Player of the Year, Michael Brantley. A lot of people forgot about him, but when he comes back, if he's healthy, he's going to contribute to the Indians a lot. Home Run Kings in the National League, I'm going to take Nolan Arenado. American League, Edwin Encarnacion. What else can I give you? In the National League, your wins leader in pitchers, I'll take Jake Arrieta to lead the league in wins. And in the American League, I'm going to take Corey Kluber. Kluber doesn't get nearly enough recognition, but I think he's going to get a lot of recognition this year. In fact, I was really close to giving him the AL Cy Young, especially after he opened all the writers' eyes around baseball with what he did in the postseason. But I had to give it to Sale. So that's my entire predictions, everybody. Let me know in the comments what you agree or disagree with. Heck, if you have the time, go ahead and write up all your predictions for everything that I've just discussed. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So thanks for watching, everybody. MLB The Show 17 is coming out very, very soon. It's only a few more days. I do plan on getting it when it's released, so that'll kind of fill that week or so that we have before opening day. So I'll be able to make you some videos dealing with MLB The Show 17. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, and liking, everybody, and see you tomorrow.